Hi chums, we're on a potato reveal again and we're doing Cara. So I'll just put on my lovely gloves that I was sent. So here we go. The potatoes are Cara 2 and they were planted in March. Cara 2. Oh no, 20. Sorry, it's not Cara 2. It's a Cara that were planted on the 28th of March. So should have been up ages ago, but here we are. And as you know, most of you know now, I just leave the potatoes down here and let them do their thing. There's scotch grass. Don't want that in there because I'll be putting this stuff into the beds afterwards, so I don't want scotch grass in because it is not a nice thing to try and get out. Right. I think scotch grass, I think in England you would call it couch grass, but we're not as refined as you, so we call it scotch grass. But anyway, here we go, and while I'm out here talking to you in 13 degrees centigrade, well that's over 50 something, it is just so mild you wouldn't believe it. And while we're doing that, the town's going mad. So everything's done for Christmas. I just took the ham out of the freezer there, because we steep our ham overnight and then we boil it the next day, so it's done the day before Christmas because it's settled, it gets the flavours into it better, you know. So it's set freezing, defrosting, and then tomorrow Monday we'll take a turkey out because it's not a big turkey, it's only small, so we'll take it out on Monday. So the youngsters, my daughter, my goodness, my children are like my daughter's 30 now and my son's 27. And I know what you're saying. You're saying there is absolutely no way that man could have children that age. But I'm afraid it's true. I was a child groom. So, they're home, and for once in their bad potato, rotten potato. For once in their travels since they went to England, they actually managed to come home on the same day, at the same time, in the same airport. Normally I have to go to Belfast International Airport to pick one of them up and then try and race over to Belfast City Airport to try and pick up the other one. But they both came to Belfast International, which is much easier for me to get to. Well, it's about the same distance, but it's a nicer run, you know, up through the countryside. And they both came in on, what day is this? This is Thursday? This is Friday, Saturday. On Thursday morning, Dermot arrived in at 8 o'clock. So I was there for about 8:30, and then we met up and we had coffee and some breakfast, which was very pleasant. Hadn't seen Dermot for almost a year, and so we had some breakfast, and then at 10 o'clock, Una's flight came in dead on time, so we headed home and back home at 11 o'clock. No hassle, no dramas, no nothing. It went very well compared to other years when there's been snow and it's just been awful. So that was that done. So they're home, and we went up to Coleraine last night, yesterday, to see my wife's folks, the Outlaws, and we had a lovely day up there, and everybody's doing grand, so that was very good. So that went well. So as I say, Christmas has arrived in this house, and well, we don't go overboard, you know. It's a sensible Christmas, and probably looking back, we could probably trim things off in some places, but really, you know, I've told you before, I think Christmas should be a time where you relax and where you don't put yourself under pressure, and if something doesn't happen or doesn't get done, well, it's not the end of the world. It's only one day in terms of inconvenience, and if you forget one ingredient for a dinner, well, like, you're hardly going to be taken out and put up against a wall and shot. But you think sometimes that people thought they were, but the way they get excited about stuff. But anyway, it's all going up there, and my wife, she finished work yesterday and headed up to see her folks, and she's sitting there this morning reading a book and having a cup of coffee and very relaxed and having a great time. So that's what it's all about. And then after I get these done and sorted out, we'll head into town to see, about 7 or 8 miles away, to see my mother. Well, we'll call in today, but we'll call in again Monday, or we'll up in and choose Christmas Day. She goes to my sister on Christmas Day, but we'll call in and see her then after that. But as I say, it's no excitement, no stress, no nothing. So that's worked out okay. Right, folks, there's what we've got out of that bag. Not as good as I would want, but we've got a couple of dinners, okay? Right, we're going to go for an extra special treat here, and, well, maybe not. I'm going to make you endure another video because I need some extra potatoes for dinner tonight. Because there's as I say, there's four of us now, and my son is he likes his spuds, you know. So back in a wee second, just. I'm emptying my wheelbarrow. This is like radio, you know, trying to describe things on radio. And there's actually a radio show on at the moment, the John Toll Show, which is on Radio Ulster here, and they do cookery on the radio, and it is really, really successful. Now what I'm doing here is I'm looking for another bag of Cara, and I've got a bag of Cara here. So oh goodness, they're not as heavy now because the fact that they've kind of dried out a wee bit. They're not just as waterlogged as they were, you know. So have I got that in position? Where's my hands? That's not too bad. I'll bring it this way a wee bit. And then put it back that way. Right, so there we are. So now we're on our next reveal. And this is the same spuds again, 28th of March. And we'll have a go at those. Right, so where were we? We were talking about Christmas and getting home for Christmas. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to put these ones here out separately so we can see how many we got. And do I call this one potato reveal or two potato reveals? Oh my goodness, the complications of a TV life. So that's that. As I say, everything's done and there's no excitement, and my daughter, she's actually, it's almost lunchtime, and she got up early this morning, realised she didn't really have to go to work in England for the next couple of days. So she went back to bed again and had a lie in, which is, once again, that's what it's all about. She's home for a rest, so she can take her rest. So, as I say, everything's going grand. We got some fantastic news, folks. I don't normally do a whole lot about private family stuff, you know, but I did mention that my cousin Ronan had been going through the whole chemotherapy route, and a horrible, horrible time for all, and very worrying. And the wonderful news is that last Thursday he was given the all clear by his doctors. So as far as Christmas presents are concerned, there's not much better that this family could get, to know that Ronan's okay. So I know Ronan watches these, so Ronan and the boys, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas because you certainly deserve it. And Ronan, I hope that your recuperation will be, I'm not going to say fast, I'm going to say successful, because time is not really an issue. It's getting the thing done right that is the issue. So, happy Christmas to you all, folks. I was over with my mates last night, and we got more good news there. One of the boys was quite ill, we thought, and we've just got good news on him as well. So at Christmas time, it's all coming together quite well, you know. So we're happy, and that's what it's all about, you know. What else? Yes, we're going to do a little teaching in a moment, you know. You're going to learn a language in a few moments to impress your friends. We'll do that in a few minutes whenever I get this done. So I hope that all your Christmases are shaping up the way you want them to. Because we all have different ways of spending the season, and I hope that whatever way you choose to spend this time of year, it is exactly what you want, and that you get what you want from it. And I'm not so much thinking about toys and stuff like that. I'm thinking more about peace of mind, because that's a commodity that seems to be in very short supply for a lot of people. So that's that. Folks, that wasn't a very big one either, but we'll see what we've got. They're actually a better sized potato, actually. Those are an easier potato to cook. So we've got a dinner there. So there's enough there. There's what we've got out of the 2 bags. So there's enough there to do a couple of dinners, you know. So that's it. But I just didn't want to be doing dinner to this evening, and then discovering I needed to go down and get some more potatoes out, you know. It's actually warm. I'm actually getting very warm here because it's so mild. It is really unsettling. I don't like this. I don't really like being warm at Christmas. I like being cold. I like being cold in the summer as well. I'm not a heat person. I'm from Ireland and we don't do heat very well, you know. I think so we are the country that gave the world the skin that goes from milk white to burnt to a char in 3.8 milliseconds when we go out in the sun. So that's that. I'm just going to get the camera off here. What do we see now? We put our hand over there and we take that out and we turn that round. Right, what do we see now? I don't want to make a mess of this, folks. Okay, there we are. There I'm there. So, folks, just finally, I wish you all a very happy Christmas, and I hope that it is what you want it to be. And just so that you can impress your friends, Nollaig Honagitch, that's Happy Christmas in Irish. So once again, Nollaig Honagitch. Now in Irish, we direct a greeting to someone. So Nollaig Honagitch is what you say to a single person. But if you're going in to wish your family or a number of friends a happy Christmas, you would say Nollaig Honagive, and that gives you the you plural. So you're addressing a number of people. So Nollaig Honagive is to a group of people. Nollaig Honagitch is to one person. So on Christmas Day you can walk in and go, "Hi honey, Nollaig Honagitch," and she'll go, "What are you talking about?" And you can go, "Sorry, I thought you knew Irish. That means Happy Christmas to you in Irish." Alright, so there you are, folks. So I think the only way to sign off here is to say Nollaig Honagive. All the best now. Bye bye.